Hello all, welcome to Embedded Linux Learning Point, Linux from Scratch 11.1, Episode 12. So in this video we'll start with GAWK 5.1.1. The GAWK package contains programs for manipulating text files. Approximate build time is 0.2 SBU, required disk space is 45 MB. Installation of GAWK. So let's first extract the GAWK package. We use star xvf GAWK. Okay, so it's extracted now. Then cd to same folder. Then first ensure that some unneeded files are not installed. Okay, so this basically removes the unneeded files as extras. So maybe let's just ls. So probably it will have file names with what do we say? Oh, is extras in the makefile.in. So cat makefile dot okay readme gwk dot save file makefile dot in okay dot in. So probably in here we would have something called extras. Okay, it's a quite big file, so that is the reason extras are being removed. Okay, not like that. So here I'll pass this to grep. We will pipe it to grep. The string that I want to uh, search is extras. Hope you find something. Okay, here DSD subdirectory support extension extras doc awk lib. Okay, so this is the extra lines. Probably this is what they would remove, I think. So let's do that and then check again. So sedi extras makefile.in. Let's paste. Okay, we will put same command and see if you see now we don't have these two lines. So this sed-s s extras forwards to forward slashes will make sure that it removes a line which contains extras in the makefile.in. Okay, it's fine. Now prepare GAWK for compilation. Let's copy and compile it. Sorry, let's configure it. We already know what these configure options are. Let's not get into that. Uh, Meanwhile, we will see the contents of GAWK in case it has some extra information. Okay, so your clock is behind. That's okay. So the way to fix is uh, I have basically need to update the time using uh, the online time. Basically, I'm using this apt-get install ntp date. So I'd already installed it. Probably I just have to run this command to update the time. So let me do it. Well, you see the current date, what I have is July 12th. Okay, I think it got updated now. Okay, that's great. So probably now the time should be updated. Let's refresh this page and see if it works. Perfect, it was working. Okay, so contents of GAWK, installed programs, AWK linked to GAWK, then GAWK and AWK 5.1.1. So these are the installed libraries and the installed directories are these. So let's have a short description of it. AWK is a link to GAWK. GAWK, a program of manipulating text files. It is the GNU implementation of AWK. Okay, G is for GNU. GAWK 5.1.1, a hard link to GAWK. Okay, nothing much. It contains the program for manipulating text files. Okay, now that the configuration is done, let's go and build it. It doesn't say anything on creating a separate build directory or anything like that. So let's just make it. Will take probably a couple of seconds. Let's get some more information from the internet if it has something with the GAWK. GAWK Linux. Okay, if you see in Geek for Geeks, the JWK command in Linux is used for pattern scanning and processing language. The AWK command requires no compiling and allows the user to use variables, numeric functions, string functions, and logical operators. It is a utility that enables programmers to write tiny and effective programs in the form of statements that define text patterns that are to be searched for in a text document and in the action that is to be taken when a matching is found within a line. Okay, GAWK command can be used to scans a file line by line, splits each input line into fields, compares input line or fields to pattern, perform actions on matched lines, transform data files, produce formatted reports, format output lines, arithmetic and string operations, conditionals and loops. Okay, let's see where our build is. Okay, the build is done now. Let's install the package. Okay, so now it is installed and I need to remove the GAW. Okay, it's fine. Well, we'll just finish this off. The syntax is this: GAWK POSIX or GNU options, F profile. Okay, maybe if you're interested, you can go through the GAWK. At least I will not look at this command right now. Probably it's a topic for the future. Okay, so now we have built GAWK, then we built grep. So Let's extract the grep tar xvf grep 3.7. Okay, what I have is 3.7. Then we do a configuration. Okay, the grep package contains programs for searching through the contents of files. Approximate build time is 0.2 SPU. Required disk space is 26 MB. Installation of grep, prepare grep for compilation. So here is the command. Oh, I need to cd to grep. Then we configure it. Probably will not take much time. But then let's have a look at the content of grep. Okay, so installed programs egrep, fgrep, and grep. Egrep prints lines matching an extended regular expression. Print lines matching a list of fixed strings. Grep prints lines matching a basic regular expression. Okay, so last in the previous, when I was building for GAWK, I did use grep. So that's basically uh, searching the contents of a file. Okay, now we do make build. Probably it will not take much time, just 0.2 SPU, couple of seconds. But grep is a very powerful tool. Let's have some look at grep. Okay, it's still building. So grep command in Unix or Linux. The grep filter searches a file for a particular pattern of character and displays all the lines that contain that pattern. The pattern that is searched in the file is referred to as the regular expression. grep stands for global search for regular expressions. Okay, and print out syntax. So grep, it's options and pattern and files. So okay, these are all different options. Probably you can have a look at it. Okay, now the build is done. Let's install this package. Probably grep is one of the most used commands for uh, I would say someone who's working with the large amount of data, or who's doing some debugging. Let's say if they want to find any errors in a file or some specific strings in the file, it's a very important utility. Now we have installed grep. cd come back, and then rm rf grep. So we just remove it. The next package that we would build is gzip 1.11. The gzip package contains programs for compressing and decompressing files. Okay, the build time is 0.1 SPU and it requires 11 MB of space. Let's extract -x extract gzip, then cd to gzip. We'll get into this directory. Then we need to configure it. Configure this for the compilation. The contents gzip. Okay, so installed programs, so these are the ones. A short description. Unzip decompressed zipped files. gzexe creates a self-decompressing executable file. gzip compresses the given file using lampel zip. Okay, LZ77 coding. Uncompress decompress compressed files. zcat decompresses the given zipped file to standard output. zcmp runs cmp on zipped files. zdiff runs diff on gzip files. z zegrep runs egrep on zipped files. gfgrep runs fgrep on zipped files. zforce forces a .gz extension on all the given files that are zipped files so that gzip will not compress them again. This can be useful when file names were truncated during a file transfer. ggrep runs grep on the zipped files. gless runs less on the grep files. zmore runs more on gzipped files. znew recompresses files from compressed format to gzip format. .c to gz. Okay, this is the these are the utilities installed with gzip. Now it is configured, and let's do make this. Probably will take a couple of seconds to build. And after the build, we have to install the package. Okay, the build is done. Let's install it. Fine. Then go back one step, and then -rf gzip. Okay, let's remove it. The next module, the next package that we would build is a make 4.3. The make package contains a program for controlling the generation of executables and other non-source files of a package from source files. Let's extract it to our xvf hyphen make 3, then cd to make. Okay, approximate time is 0.1 SPU, 15 MB is required. Installation of make. We prepare for the build compilation. The meaning of the new configuration option without GUIL. Although we are cross-compiling, configure tries to use GUIL from the build host if it finds it. This makes compilation fail. So this switch prevents using it. Okay. Then we do a make. You see, it's strange. It's not strange. It's now that we are building a make with the make. Quite interesting. Well, after the build, we will install it. Let's see contents of make. Okay, make automatically determines which piece of a package needs to be recompiled and then issue the relevant commands. So normally we use make for compiling. That's what we're doing even when we're building the tool chains, and basically the LFS uses a make framework. Okay, now we install it. Well, it is installed. Let's remove. Okay, come back. rm-rf make. Okay, the next is patch 2.7.6. The patch package contains a program for modifying or creating files by applying a patch file typically created by diff program. Okay, approximate build time is 0.1 SPU, required disk space is 12 MB. Let's extract XVF or XVF the patch, then cd to patch, then we configure it for the build, for the compilation, these configuration options, and then we make and install. The contents of patch, probably not much. Patch modifies files according to a patch file. A patch file is normally a difference listing created with a diff program. By applying these differences to the original files, patch creates the patched versions. Okay. Normally, for example, you have a package and that package needs, has, let's say, improved certain things in between the release, and they release a patch, and the patch, using the patch uh, program, I think they would create patch files. Okay, then we do a make for the build. Probably it won't take much time, couple of seconds I believe. Okay, then we install it. The next module is, next package is SED. The SED package contains a stream editor. We have used is SED in the before in the previous in the same section when we're building for JWK, where we replaced or we used to edit a file make.in to remove a certain string. So cd back, then I remove the patch, then tar xvf of sed, then cd to sed, then prepare for compilation with these configuration options, then make and install. Contents of set. Okay, sed contents of set is filters and transforms text files in a single pass. It just contains one program in the package. Then we make for the build. Then we install this. Then come back, remove rf sed folder. Well, that's great. Now the next package we would be installing is tar 1.34. tar package provides the ability to create tar archives as well as perform various other kinds of archive manipulation. tar can be used on previously created archives to extract files, to store additional files, or to update or list files which were already stored. The approximate build time is zero point 0.2 SPU. Required disk space is 38 MB. Installation of tar. So first let's extract tar package with the tar program itself. -xvf tar, then cd to tar 1.34, then prepare for compilation. Contents of tar. Okay, so it also has a single program which creates, extracts files from, and lists the contents of archives, also known as tarbars. Normally we use tarbars to, uh, tarbars is something which contains the compressed files using the tar application. So now we do make to install, sorry, make to build or compile the tar package. Probably it'll take some time because it says 0.2 SPU, probably a couple of more seconds than the previous one. Let's also check the tar. Tar Linux. The Linux tar stands for tape archive. Is used to create archive and extract the archive files. Tar command in Linux is one of the important command which provides archiving functionality in Linux. We can use Linux tar command to create compressed or uncompressed archive files and also maintain and modify them. Okay. Yeah, that's what we've been doing here. And now that the build is done, we do the installation of the tar into LFS tools directory. Well, the installation is done. Now the next package is the XZ package, which contains programs for compressing and decompressing files. It provides capabilities from the LZMA and the newer XZ compression formats. Compressing text files with XZ yields a better compression percentage than with the traditional zip or bzip2 commands. Okay, so let's extract. Okay, before that, come out and then remove the tar or tar source file. Then tar xvf xset the tar.xc. So you can see this tar.xc. This tar is uses the tar package and the xc uses this xz program for the compression. So here if you see, this means that it has been compressed 2 times, and the tar uses, the tar program is able to extract the whole thing even if it is compressed with tar.xc. then cd to xc 5.2.5. Now the installation of xz, prepare xz for compilation with these steps. Here you have an extra thing called doc directory. User share doc xc 5.2.5 is for the documentation. Now the configuration is done. Do the build with make. As a developer, the building things is fun. So yes, you should have a bit of patience in order to see everything compiled in front of you, and it gives a sense of fulfillment that you are able to build something from source rather than just downloading and uh, using the applications. Well, now make is done, then we install it. Now that XC is built, then rm-rf recursive force with for the XC folder. Okay. Now the next is Benutils 2.38 pass 2. This is the second time that we're building the Benutils for uh, the tools. The Benutils package contains a linker, an assembler, and other tools for handling the object files. I think we have seen what Benutils has. The approximate build time is 1.3 SBU. The required disk space is 520 MB. The Benutils installation of Benutils. Benutils ships an outdated libtool copy in the tarball. It lacks sysroot support, so the produced binaries will be mistakenly linked to libraries from the host distro. Workaround this issue, say SED6009S, add dir -hi lt main.sh. From this we are removing all the occurrences of this string. So first let's extract Benutils xvf Benutils. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay. Let it extract. Then we need to run this command to fix something related to libtools. Libtool. Then cd to Benutils. Then we run this command. Well, it's fine. And then we create a separate build directory again. Make dir, make dir build, then cd to build directory, then prepare Benutils for compilation. Remember that this is pass 2, So that's the reason there are some new configure options. Enable shade has been builds libbfd as shared library. Enable 64-bit BFD. Enable 64-bit support on hosts with narrower word size. May not be needed on 64-bit systems, but there's no harm. Okay. Then we build it using make. Probably it'll take some time. That's okay. You can see contents of Benitals once more to have an idea of what the different utilities, the binary utilities this Benitils has. I'll not read out fully, but let's just get refreshing eyes on this. Okay, address to line, AR, so archives, AS is for assembler that resembles the output of GCC, C++ filt, FILT. It's a function for clashing. DWP, the dot packaging utility. ELF edit updates the ELF header of the ELF files. gprof displays call graph profile data. LD it's a loader. ld.gold cut down version of LD that only supports the ELF object file format. ld.bfd hard link to LD. nm list of symbols occurring in a given object file. Obj dump, obj copy, obj dump, ranlib, read ELF, size, strings, strip, lib, bfd, binary, file descriptor library, libctf, the compact and CC type format debugging support library. Okay, the other tools are also libraries. Well, let's see where the build is. What's going on? It'll take some time. Well, now the build is done. Let's install the package. So as a finishing touch, create a utilities symlink. Many programs and scripts run CC instead of GCC, which is used to keep programs generic and therefore usable on all kinds of Unix systems where the GNU-C compiler is not always installed. Running CC leaves system administrator free to decide which C compiler to install. So basically, we just linking GCC with the CC. Okay, so now we have the temporary tools built with the cross toolchain that we had. In the next episode, we will enter chroot and build some additional temporary tools. So that's it for now. That's it in this episode. Please do subscribe to this channel. Please leave a comment or any feedback in the comment section. Thanks for watching.